Welcome back to our conversation with the mayor of Somerville, Joe Curtatone. And Mayor, one more thing about the virus before we move on to other subjects. What about the schools? Should there be any in-classroom instruction while we're in the midst of this surge?
We know from science, from research, and the limited information we have does come from experiences around the world that transmission does occur in schools. I want to be clear, in Massachusetts, we are only hearing cases of symptomatic folks that we're testing. We're not testing the full extent of asymptomatic teachers, students, staff, and not all schools are even in hybrid. Many are still remote, like Somerville. Experts are telling us there is a way to have some version of in-person school, and we need to do that for our kids, for their families' mental and emotional state, for our economy, but the details matter. We can't get back to schools or open up our economy in a sustainable way until we reverse the trend of community spread. And around the globe, where they have successfully opened up schools in some version, community spread was curtailed. We also need two things that the incoming Biden administration has proclaimed and campaigned on, that school districts and municipalities need the resources to upgrade their air filtration systems, and we need some level of surveillance testing. That hasn't happened here in Massachusetts. In fact, every effort to approach the administration and Commissioner Jeff Riley has been shot down. Now we're hearing some willingness to listen to us, but we're not fighting them. We're trying to fight the pandemic, and we want to get our kids back to school, but we need to do so safely. So yeah, I think there's a way to do it, but we don't have the tools to do it yet. Unless you're one of the more affluent communities. And we need to understand that, and this whole backdrop, we had a big fight about addressing structural racism. Well, let's show right here how serious about it and the way we address the pandemic, and schools is one of the areas we're failing.
Well, part of all this is, let's get down to it. You're asking for major new expenditures by the state to help cities and towns do some of the things you're describing, right?
We need financial resources too. We can't all do it on our own.
Where are they supposed to get the money?
Well, I would just say other states have done similar things. New Mexico passed a very broad bond bill of $330 million to assist their people get through the pandemic, including more than $100 million, I believe, directly to small businesses and their employees. Now, New Mexico, I believe, is the 47th ranked economy. I think Massachusetts is a little better, either 4th or 7th. We should look at every option, whether it's new revenue, whether it's bonding like they did, whether it's the rainy day fund. I don't know anyone, John, who would say, raining, we have a tsunami on top of us together with the monsoon. We are faced with a crisis that is unprecedented, and we just can't wait for the federal government, who has failed us. The stimulus package, the interim stimulus package, is still being delayed. Even if that comes true, there will not be the extent that we need to keep our community operations going, to get schools to where we want for safe learning, to help our small businesses employ and rekindle our economy. We're going to need as much local action as we can, state action, and federal government. This is a classic case to remind us that, government just doesn't have a role to play. We have a critical role to play.
Before our time runs out, Mayor, one other topic. On Monday, tomorrow, the MBTA Fiscal and Management Control Board may be voting on service cuts proposed by the Baker administration. They're hemorrhaging red ink at the T because ridership is way off. What do you want to see them do as a community that relies heavily on T service?
Yeah, I've spoken very clearly about this. So, I've taken a very consistent conservative approach to flatten the curve, like many other leaders of COVID-19, to save lives. So we should start this answer by asking our healthcare system, essential service, how can our healthcare system and essential services keep running without reliable and robust mass transit? The next question we should ask ourselves is equity, as I mentioned earlier. This moment requires people in power to be very clear that decades of systemic racism have placed unique burdens of regions and communities of color, and they're taking it on the chin. They're getting sicker at higher rates than you and I, John, and they're dying. And they're the ones being asked to go into work to deliver the services that help us, experience the conveniences we like, or to keep our families going at risk to them. This is not about getting back to normal when we say we need more reliable transit. So I struggle how Metro Boston can manage this pandemic or build a more equitable economic recovery, because again, it's not getting back to normal. Normal, as we know, going into this was unsustainable. We reached the level of being the most congested traffic region in the United States. Normal was inequitable, normal was unhealthy, and we shouldn't be shifting capital spending to operating expenses. We should be thinking about how to build a better, more equitable transit system to rebuild our economy, to better service the communities we've left behind, not going backwards.
So our time's up, but bottom line, no cuts. That's your position?
No cuts. They're absurd.
Mayor Curtatone, thanks for your time. Let's stay in close touch.